Okay, hey guys, welcome to this training video of a newcomer, Rajeeth Ganesh versus my mother, uh, chess Olympian and very active chess player in the national community, Seychelles Chess Federation. But without further ado, sadly I didn't get a picture of them, but I can show you a YouTube short of them playing together in the beginning of the round here. As you can see, on the left, that's my mother in black, playing black, and that's Rajeeth Ganesh playing white. So that's the national championship. Okay, you will see more on my YouTube channel. Let's get down to the game. Okay. So white he played Rajit, played e4, and my mom Rachelle played e5. Knight f3, very good, developing a piece and then attacking the pawn, developing a piece, and defending a pawn. So far so good both sides, developing piece. Now black, okay, this is playable, knight f6, but perhaps you can continue with bishop c4 if you don't want. I think, oh my god, now I remember. White, after this, white just did fried liver with my mother. Oh my god. Okay, so Rajit, I'm not, guys, I don't, how can I say it? Okay, I don't know all of the opening because there's a million chess opening, but now I remember this one. Rajit did the fried liver against my mom, and for him it worked. Sorry, it worked. Yeah, okay, but yeah, and the game continued this way. So here my mom played bishop e7, Rachelle played bishop e7, but perhaps for black here better would have been just pawn to d5. Oh, sorry, pawn d5. Okay, that way you challenge the famous fried liver. Okay, so it's still playable. So this is one of the tricks that I won't say just beginners, but a lot of kids they studied fried liver. Okay, so you have to be careful when playing national tournaments. Um, Players will study. You have to also be aware of it. That's why I remember it, but that's a solution to handle it. Okay, so you just challenge. If capture, you can take it with the knight, and that way you won't lose your queen knight in the game. Then in the tournament my mom lost her queen. So perhaps there's many variation here. We won't go into detail on fried liver. Let's go back into, but that move d5 defend the it was a better way to defend against the trap, not the trap, against um the fried liver attack, basically the fried liver attack. So here black miscalculate, or like they didn't see it coming, but perhaps sometimes it's not about knowing the opponent, it's about over the board. You'll be probably like here after white played knight to g5, your goal to ask yourself is like, why your opponent do this move, so that way, okay, he's attacking this, how can I defend this? Okay, if you don't see it directly, you have to find a way to defend it indirectly. Okay, so that's how you like sometimes even though you don't know opening, but you use, you try your best to use common sense. But I think sometimes what happens, because my mom is quite experienced chess player, she's been on a lot of international tournaments. Sometimes what happens, guys, in local tournaments, I've observed this a lot in the local tournaments. Some players underestimate one another. Okay, and when you underestimate one another, especially new beginners, like Rajit is a new player, and perhaps I'm not saying she underestimated Rajit. Or else I'll be okay. So yeah, knight capture f7 check. Losing the queen here. Black doesn't have another option but to let go of the queen, and yeah, that down goes the queen. The game, okay, it's practically over, I can say, but it didn't over. I mean, black didn't resign. She kept on playing. She kept on fighting, and wonderful thing. also before I comment on this move, okay, like I said in some of the videos before, when you have piece advantage, you try to exchange when necessary, really. But the one thing I want to congratulate Mr. Ganesh, Rajit, okay. How can I say it? Like, I made a request who wants me to annotate their game, and you, even though you won, you came forth and show us your game that you won against my mother, and like it shows professionalism. Like even though you won a chess game, doesn't mean everything 100% is right in your game. So thank you for coming forth with this chess game, so that you can learn from it. Even my mother can learn from this game, improve it, and the other chess players that are playing at that similar level. One of the key challenge about chess players sometimes is the ego. Some players that like, oh, I won my game, I don't need chess coaching, or I'm playing well, I don't need chess coaching. But you don't have my title, you don't have my experience. It's not about me, it's about helping you guys. Okay, so the key thing, like, now it's just one person. I hope more people to help you understand and improve your chess. Grab this opportunity, guys. It's not every day a chess master say, hey, send me your games. I annotated it. Grab this opportunity and learn from your game for the tournament, so that you can play better chess. Okay, better. It's not just about the tournament, the national championship, but it's like practically the rest of your life. Chess. Okay, so let's get back to the game. So here, white should castling, and black is trying to, okay, get back some pawns. Will I capture this pawn here right now? Okay, perhaps bishop. Since a lot of white pieces are still, like, still back home, basically, apart from the king that has just, like, decided to, and the rook basically has, they just did casting. Perhaps that would have been an interesting move for Blackie. Okay, because okay, black has a couple of pieces developed, but you can bring more. Like in this case, I brought this one here, the bishop and g4, attacking the queen. Okay, white will probably play here, or I think queen e1 would have been better because it defend the pawn, but it developed a piece. Okay, and still white pieces are quite passive. Okay, so when you are down, guys, one tip I can give a lot of you, you just if you're planning, like, if I was black, I'd probably resign. But if you're planning to continue, like, you just play on your strength, basically. So maybe something that can happen in the rest of the game. Okay, so here, let's continue. Here, after, yeah, black take, and that gives white, see, queen e2, attacking the knight. Well done by Rajit, attacking the knight and the pawn. Okay. So now black develop a piece. Okay, playable, and defending the knight. So white just sees the opportunity and grab the knight. C4, C5 by black. Is that a good move for black here? Again, I wouldn't be pushing a lot of pawn. I was trying to find a way, figure out a way to okay, white is attacking this pawn, but like, you need to keep the goal of you while you do opening is you want to keep the king safety, okay, and develop pieces. Black is developing a lot of pieces here, but he needs his king to be safe. Okay, so long casting is definitively out of the question. Okay, maybe I need to press the engine, but the key thing, guys, like, I won't go too much into engine right now. Okay, we can press it together quickly. But the key thing right now, you need to figure out a way, if you are if you were black, to get out of the danger. Okay, so as you can see, the engine is even giving black winning. Okay, white is a queen up, but that's a good move. King, interesting move. king d7, trying to protect the pawn. Okay, so before I congratulate Rajeeth for how can I say it, for like okay, winning against an Olympian, but also how can I say it, being like putting your ego aside, and sending me your game to annotate so that you can learn and play better chess. So now I want to congratulate Rachelle Wawo, my mom, for how can I say it? Okay, she could have resigned from the beginning, but she kept on playing. She kept on fighting. Okay, so here white played rook e1, activating or developing a piece, and then like white is not just targeting the knight in the center or the pawn, but also these two guys here at the back. Okay, so especially the king. Okay, your goal in chess is to put checkmate the king. So well done by white. So here rook e1, black play bishop e7, sorry, d6, defending these two pawns here. Okay, but perhaps for black here, it's okay. You will lose them. You won't lose a pawn because now we just save some tempo because okay, sorry, yeah, sweet and back. What the white is material down and is also targeting this knight. Okay, so if I were white, I wouldn't mind to okay exchange these pieces. So yeah, perhaps better would have been knight here. Knight to d6. Let go of the pawn. You don't have other choice because and just go for short casting. Yes, you will be losing lots and lots or tons of pawns, like these moves. But you will have a good development if you were black. Okay, then you can bring the rook here in the center. Okay, and try to find an attack or some sort of tactics on the white back rank mates, because as you can see, the king is still back there and is like if there's a rook here on e1, it won't look good for white. So just something to keep in mind since we're annotating the game. So let's see here how the game went. Okay, let's see how the game went. Bishop d6, rook takes, bishop takes. Yes, like I said before, when you have piece advantage, you try to exchange maximum. That's what Rajeeth did in this game. Very good, well done by you, Rajeeth. You exchange your opponent pieces, guys. Okay, so that way you can increase your winning odds. So here, black short castling, and white bring the knight to c3. Sorry, rook c8, rook ab8 by black. Not a time to. I think one of the game plan here for black. Okay, this rook is under attack. One of the game plan for black is to activate those guys here. Like okay, it's good. It's an activation move. Rook b8, but they need to be more coordinated. At least they, like they have this half open file here. It's tough. It's tough because guys, you are like a queen for a rook. Okay, you are literally losing. Black is losing, but black is fighting. Whoa. Okay, now I see it. Black rook b8. Pawn to b3. White didn't saw that black was coming here. See, on before square, and black went on boom, attacking the queen on e4. Okay, so you need to pay attention to what your opponent trend is doing after each move, so that like you can defend, being prophylactic about it. Okay, so rook b4, well done by black here. Queen to c6. Okay, even queen to d5 would have been interesting, keeping it in the center, but perhaps okay, it's not too dangerous. Okay, queen c6, rook g4. Sorry, rook g4, An interesting move, but it's not coordinated. Like at least the rook is able to get into the attack. Perhaps better would have been rook f4 and then attacking the f2 pawn together with the other rook. Okay, so things like that one should keep in mind. Okay, white can defend definitively because white is okay leading, but it's worth a try. Okay, it's worth a try. Okay. All right, so rook g4. Yeah, nice move by white, removing the rook there. Even though it's like okay, they are far from each other, but those two rook are quite active. They are quite powerful guys. Okay, so you shouldn't take any, like Rajeeth did, you shouldn't take any chance with them. So h3, rook g6, one back, very good. Knight d5 by white. I think Rajeeth is taking it a long time to bring us. Like he's bringing little. Okay, you are winning the attack, but you need to bring most of your pieces. Okay, so just a thought here. Knight d5, h6. Ooh, h6. That h6 move leave the rook unprotected. So I wouldn't do that if I was black. Perhaps e4, like opening line for the bishop. Maybe, and then can create a discover attack on the white queen here, as you can see. Okay, yeah. Sorry, that would have been interesting for black. Okay, e4, h6. Okay, h6 not recommended. Here black played knight capture c7. I mean white captured knight c7. If black realizes mistake, perhaps she could have played king here on h7, and then planning to remove the bishop out of the queen's way. Okay, it's a long shot. It's a long shot. Okay, okay. So here knight takes e7, bishop e7. Okay, bishop e7. Yeah, bishop. Oh, bishop e7. Black does blundered, and white. I think white atomic was full. He didn't hit the rook on g6, so black just blundered here. Okay, so yeah, but okay, instead of blundering, perhaps also possible just to bring the rook here on f6, doubling the rook and attacking the f2 square. So this is the only way. You have to like try and counter the opponent. you know Aim for something, but it's a long shot, but it's a better long shot. Okay, so let's get back. Bishop e7, knight e6. Oh, knight e6. Okay, rook f e6, queen e8 check, king h7. And now instead of capturing the bishop on e7, white just gave away another a piece. Okay, I think you're still a lot of piece up, another piece advantage, but you need to value your pieces, guys. Like GM short shade when it came to seychelles. You need to love your bishop. You need to love your pieces. Okay, so here white played bishop b7. Perhaps better would just queen capture e7. Okay, rook take is an exchange, but now you gave away a piece. Okay, so here black took. Give black a little encouragement here. Thank you. And here white went on with queen to b8. Yeah, it's too risky to leave the queen behind the bishop because the rook can like discover attack. The bishop can leave and go create a discover attack. Okay, so queen b8, a6, pawn to a6. Okay, bishop e5. Okay, black offered exchange of bishop. Again, guys, if it's not too necessary, okay, because this bishop is not causing too much harm. When you are material down is another great tip. When you are material down, try to hold down the fort. Try to don't just offer exchange of pieces and then you lose you lose the game easily. It's more easy for your opponent to when you have less pieces to attack you. So you need the maximum of your pieces on the chessboard. Okay, so don't just give away pieces for free. So here bishop d6, bishop take d6, rook take d6, exchange. What would I do here as black? I don't know, just maybe why not rook here? Just a thought, but not to exchange pieces unless necessary. Okay, so bishop d6, bishop rook take d6. Now rook to e1, well done by white. Finally, you decide to bring the rook into the attack, into the game. He was sleeping like for 1,000 years. Now he's like after like the 26th move, he's into the game. But okay, better late than never. You're still winning. Well done. So here, black cap took the pawn on d2, rook take d2, and white proceed with his plan, threatening mate on h8 square, and what to do has black here. It's not easy because either way it leads to mate, perhaps better would have. That is why you do over the board play, guys. There's system that I teach within each move that help you thinking how to find these threats, these moves that your opponent are up to. If your thoughts are not organized when you are playing chess or solving chess puzzle, if your thoughts are not organized through over the board play, okay, you will lose track basically. You will miss things, or you won't be aware of the best move that you can do based on your level of consciousness that you are playing chess at. So it's important to learn more about over the board play. There's many approaches, many book out there. I have my approach also, but that's the secret. That what's help you to it's the key thing. How can I say? Not a lot of people know how to do it better. Basically, that's why you see yourself finding that you are missing key moves, you are missing key opportunities, or you are missing your opponent threat because how you read the chessboard, each and every move, it is essential. Okay, it is important. So okay, I give a lot of tips about that. So here, rook e1 and rook take d2, rook e8 threatening mate, and black just played h5, but perhaps rook rook f6 is something, but it won't last long. Okay, so like if king goes to g5, down goes the rook. If king, down goes the rook on d2. If king goes to it won't look good basically. On f5 and check with this one, king here, boom, still no bueno. Okay, and it's mate basically. So I think the key thing here, even both sides, okay, well done, congratulations, by the way, wonderful game. It was intriguing to see, not because she's just my mom, but like the fighting spirit there, guys. You saw the fighting spirit that you're starting to see in quite a few of the local players. My mom keep on playing, keep on fighting. She was able to get some material, not a lot, but something. And okay, this is um, Rajeeth first local tournament. We really appreciate your presence. Thank you for coming, and congratulations on your side. But both sides, you guys, you need to practice. My main advice here in this game, there's a lot of advice I share with you, but my main advice is to have a, like an approach of over the board play. Okay, master with a chess coach or online in your research. Okay, and there's many approach of it, but this is where you need to work on. I advise you, but of course, look at the annotated game, the event on your side, see where else you sense you need to work on and improve on. But on overall, thank you, both of you, wonderful games. I hope I get more chess games to annotate, and so that the the rest of the national will be, more intense, more powerful, because we are learning some beautiful chess lessons here. Even myself, I'm learning. Okay, you never stop learning. Yeah, but some wonderful chess lesson. Thank you for sharing, Mr. Rajit and Rachelle. Wow. Best don't forget to like and subscribe, comment video how was the video. I'm Benjamin Wow on the beautiful islands of Seychelles, your favorite chess coach. Bye for now. Ciao.